Welcome everyone to the Splash HD bonus event. We have another bonus event for you guys. Today we have Spyro 3 Bone Dance, a really fun miscellaneous category with actually somewhat recently had some improvements to it, which will be great to see the runners do. We're doing a best of 5, first of 3 wins, however you wish to view it. And today I have DrHouse6 and Dylan. Dylan, considering you're on the VC, how are you feeling for today?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. That's a word. I'm feeling confident in something, I'll tell you that. I will say, I don't think you're actually going to see any of the improvements, at least for me, because I didn't learn it.
Well, the variation in route will still be cool to see, I think, so.
Yeah, there's some deviation there from where we used to be, I guess. A little bit here and there. So, yeah.
Alright. And House doesn't actually use a mic, so we'll be talking to him through a Twitch chat. So, House, how are you feeling today? I can imagine you'd be using the new tech in the run, so I can imagine that would be something to look forward to. Ooh, try to mess around today. I'm happy you're feeling good. I'm curious, are you using the new tech, or are you sticking old school like Dylan? So another category had some adjustments to it. I'm wondering if you're going to be incorporating that. All right, of course, Enchanted Towers is the split or the level that's going to make or break the race for sure in all the races. I'm pretty sure. All right. So, with both runners introduced, I'll move you guys over to a different VC. Keep your eyes on comms and we'll count down.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. I will actually be solo commenting today. Will be my first time doing this, so it should be fun. I think it's going to be a new challenge for sure, but I think it will be a good time. I'll see how I can do juggling two runs at once. So I'll be muting to type the countdown for the runners, and then we'll begin once the countdown's done. Okay, and we should be off. Alright, there we go. We are off. So, Bone Dance is actually a really interesting category. I think it's actually really cool. Basically, the point of the category, it's a bit of a joke category, but there is a skeleton that we build in Enchanted Towers for an egg. And it's the same skeleton you would find in Spyro 2. Bone Dance is actually transferable from 2 to 3, the categories in both games. And so basically what the runners are going to be doing here is they're going to be doing the any % route, going through early game to get to Enchanted Towers to do Bone Dance. And it'll be really cool because they probably, at least from what I remember, they won't be unlocking Sergeant Bird, which means they have to get the eggs without freeing their party member that they actually need to get like high enough to get the bones. So as we can see here, they're doing a cheeky little glide off this rock. We call it Bianca Skip. Basically, there's a trigger outside of Sunny Villa that Bianca will interact with you to tell you things. And we just glide off that rock to make her without any trouble. Both the runners are going to need to be picking up a lot of gems for the... Oh wait, yeah, for the buyout of Sheila, sorry. They need about 300 gems in total for the route to get Sheila, and they need all the Ender level eggs. I believe they need a certain amount of eggs anyway to unlock Enchanted Towers to begin with. So the runners will be taking, I think, the any % route for the majority of early game. Obviously picking up some gems here and there. The 10 gems and the 5 gems are going to be the ones they want to pick up, preferably. Alright, they guidebook back because they can actually pick up a couple more gems. Obviously, if they leave normally, they'll have the Bianca cutscene, but if they guidebook back, they'll be able to do another cool jump and wall glide, or house missing that 5, that might be a bit detrimental. But right here, we see a nice little wall guide to make it up to this other platform. Skips the Bianca and lets us grab the gems on the right side. Alright, activating this Hunter cutscene. Taking a bit of time to get in the portal because Hunter has this little habit of jumping back if you're too quick, which is very annoying, but House makes sure to take his time there. Dylan also on his way. I believe Dylan's loads are worse than House's, so RTA is going to be quite different between the runners. I assure you that will not affect their pace though. We'll see Dylan going for the trick now while House picks up the gems. Oh, Dylan taking it a little wide there. There we go. Love that. Second try is still really impressive. Alright, this platform up here is really wealthy in regards to gems. A nice 10 and 4 5s, which, you know, 30 gems is really, really good. And also an egg. Very, very nice area to get to. To mark the levels as complete in Spyro 3, you have to collect what we abbreviated as EOL, which is the end of level. And every character will give you an egg at the end of the level once the process is done. And they will that level will be marked as complete. If you do not grab that EOL egg, the level will be counted as incomplete. And you need to get the EOL in every level to initiate the hot air balloon to go to the boss. So that's why you'll be seeing the runners going all the way through the levels and not skipping any of them. Except for the flight level. Alright. Obviously the gems in this tunnel are very, very important. The 10, picking up every 10 they can pretty much. Obviously the 10 gem is extremely wealthy. And there aren't many of them in the early game, funny enough. Alright, House perfect on gems with the 2 outside of the pool. Love that. You need 300 to buy out Bianca, or Sheila, sorry. And yeah, 300 exactly.
Thanks.
Sheila is the only sidekick that we'll actually be playing as, because Sheila counts as an ender level requirement to get to the boss. So we have to free Sheila and, oh my god, House. No, leave him alone! So House will be completing Sheila's area, obviously grabbing eggs. I don't think the gems are important anymore, but I believe House will be just trying to progress, trying to move on to the EOL egg as fast as possible. Ooh, I believe the gems are important then. Okay. Oh, Dylan bonking going towards Hunter. I hope that doesn't affect Hunter's positioning. Oh, he has to do the jump again. Okay. A little unfortunate for Dylan there, but there we go. Ooh, that bonk. Okay, House is needing to clear this entire area to allow the EOL goat to progress. You can do a little short jump to get a quicker wipe of the mushrooms, but it's not that important. As long as you destroy those mushrooms, it's happy days. Dylan good on gems too. I didn't see if it was on the money or just a little over. Oh, 1 over. All right. House's guidebooking into Cloud Spires because Cloud Spires is closer to where we need to go. Instead of leaving through Sheila's portal, he leaves through Cloud. We use loadless, so the extra RTA loads are irrelevant. All that matters is the loadless timer is halted for as long as possible, pretty much. Dylan's now progressing in Sheila to clear up everything. Obviously, eggs are still extremely important, so House will be taking his time to sidetrack and pick them all up. As you guys saw, you needed 10 eggs to unlock Molten Crater, and he had 10 exactly before that rock egg. So the eggs are extremely important. You need to pick up all the optimal ones while you can. That go on Dylan's screen took a little longer than I'm used to be honest with you. Felt a little weird there. Ooh. Oh, Dylan missing the mushrooms a little bit, unfortunate. Ah, we're showing off the tech of doing it under the mushroom tops, which is always really cool. Alright, House has finished up Molten Crater. Molten Crater is probably the most straightforward level in the early game. You pretty much go in one straight line. Some curves here and there. But House is on good pace. I'm not seeing any mistakes from House's part. Dylan sadly had a bit of a shaky beginning, but it comes with the territory with this category. It's very, very optimized, so you need to be very, very good with your lines. And look at that, 14 eggs to unlock a 14 requirement portal. Like I said, the eggs are extremely important. I think every gem and every egg is routed out to make sure we're as optimal as we can be for this category. The seashell is a bit of a fun one. It's somewhat straightforward, but house will be... Oh, actually doing the out of bounds. That's actually really cool. I think this is just for speed's sake. Oh, it is. Look at that. So that out of bounds is used for 80%, pardon. And we can actually get into Sheila's portal, but House used it to skip pretty much the whole level. Takes him right to the very end. And yeah, Seashell's already done. This category is a very short one. I believe RTA is about 15 minutes. So it's a very, very quick category. Should be a short burst from the runners. Of course, because of the hardware differences, House will be finishing before Dylan. I think even if Dylan's ahead of him, loadless, just because House's computer is nuts, a beefy computer. All right, and as Dylan's going through Molten Crater, House will be going to Buzz. Buzz is actually a super interesting boss fight, and we talked about it during the 3 any races, where the Buzz strat is actually really sick. I think Buzz, personally, is my favorite boss in the run. Just in the game, really, with the speedrun strats we have to do here. There's definitely a lot of skill behind it nowadays. Back in the day, Buzz was a little dodgy, but these days, there's a lot of cool things to keep an eye out for Buzz. Alright, House is opting to take a... Oh, Buzz. Oh, wow. Okay, you never want to see him stop there, but House did well to dodge. Alright, I believe House is going to go for it. He's lining up, and we should see a ground pound. Oh, he is. Love that. So basically, Buzz's hitbox doesn't actually come out until he's a certain ways towards the arena. And so what we do is we touch Buzz, which marks him as like he's hit us without actually taking damage. Which means that we're able to speed up and not have to jump outside the rim. House is opting to just brute force the strat. He's abandoned it now. Normally you would take your time and pushing Buzz really far back, but House is just... Oh, House. That is really, really bad. Jeez. Oh, I believe Dylan's stream has gone down, actually. Oh, there we go. We're back. Cool. There we go. Alright. House, that blunder from House was not great, honestly. That gives Dylan a lot of time to catch up. Dylan just finishing up Seashell. I think Dylan might be in the lead, loadless after that. That's a big mistake, dying on Buzz there. The camera might have tricked him. Oh, House. Yeah, the camera might have tripped him up. He's gonna have to be waiting here. Oh, generous fodder though. There we go. House got that bonk there. Alright, House playing it safe. I don't blame him. This Buzz has been giving him a lot of trouble. I'll take times after Buzz because I'm actually really curious to see how this is looking now in terms of pace, because I think Dylan's in the lead. Okay, 8:57. I believe if Dylan... I don't think he even needs to do the strat. I think if Dylan just does Buzz without dying, he'll be ahead here. Of course, it all comes down to Enchanted. I'd be very curious to see how the runners do. Buzz isn't meant to be the hurdle too. That's the crazy part. Buzz is difficult, but Enchanted Towers is actually the split to be scared of. So I'm a little worried for House's momentum here. Might have been shattered for this race. We'll see how he does though. Okay, there's a little Bianca hitbox right there, which House glided over. And then he's going to unlock Enchanted by spitting this rock into the target. Okay. Oh, Dylan actually going for the strat too. Interesting from both runners. Hopefully, Dylan knows. Ooh. Okay, House is on Enchanted Towers. This is the split that makes or breaks any kind of Bone Dance category. So right here, House is going to be doing some parkouring to get up to this tower. Some invisible platforms here and there to grab the first bone. We need 8 of them all together. And so House is going to be traversing over the terrain to pick them all up. Oh, beautiful stuff from House there. Dylan clearing up on Buzz too. Oh, I believe House is in trouble. Is that a soft lock? I don't know. That might be a soft lock on House's part. Oh, I think it is. Ooh, oh, wow. Dylan's only a second behind, but this... Oh, wow. Oh, that might have been what he was looking for. Never mind. Okay. Oh, geez, that was a long wait, though. Man. Oh, House backing off too. House is not having a great Enchanted here. It's a bit of a shame. Gives Dylan some wiggle room to catch up, though. Maybe the cycle was bad for that enemy. Maybe he was... The strat was just waiting to get hit. But that enemy took his time. Oh, a little sloppy from House here. This gives Dylan a lot of wiggle room here. I think if Dylan has a decent Enchanted, that he'll be in good shape. Okay, very safe from House, very conservative there. It's good stuff. Alright, and that'll be the skeleton done. Alright, cool. Now we just gotta watch him do his thing. And that'll be House done. I definitely think Dylan can bring some time back here, honestly. House's Enchanted wasn't very good, but look at my man go. Look at my man go. Oh, Dylan taking a death there. Yeah, my guy's smooth with it. And that's House done. 138 on the dot. Pretty good. That Enchanted and Buzz death were unfortunate, and Dylan sadly taking a death very early on may not be good for him. I'm very curious to see how he closes out this race, though. Alright, first bone dance is good. Oh, there we go. Obviously, House took a little while to get hit by the enemy to get up on the onto the platform. Oh, Dylan. There we go. If Dylan has to wait a fraction of the time, then we might be in a good spot. Ooh, having to wait still a very long time. Oh, he's waiting. Oh, here comes the enemy, though. Okay, that is not as long as House had to wait. For sure. House had to wait a significantly longer amount of time. So maybe we'll have to wait and see. It'll be close, honestly. It'll be close. Oh, Dylan, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. He's gonna have to do the enter level egg now. Destroy the statue. As the whirlwind to recover this isn't there yet, so he's gonna have to wait. Not going for any fodder, which worries me a little bit. Hopefully it will not be that bad. I guess I could switch audio. There we go. Yeah, that blunder was a little heartbreaking there on Dylan's part. I think he took it way wider than he needed to. So he's gonna have to be wrapping back on himself after this. Ooh, I don't think he knows that. Oh, there you go. Okay, I think he knew. I think it was just a mistake on his part. House vibing with the skeleton. Love that. You know what? I think if Dylan didn't fall off of the platform, that Dylan might have won this race. House's death on Buzz was a massive mistake for the run, but the mistake Dylan made on Enchanted sadly cost him that time. Now, Oh, they were almost in sync. Jeez. Alright, GG's to the runners. That is a win for House. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Alright, well, game one. Unfortunate for Dylan, that blunder right at the end, sadly, it's not what you want to see. It was a bit of a shame. I think Dylan's going to be running back to practice that trick, no doubt. I guess it's a summary for the first race. Yeah, unfortunate deaths from both runners. Of course, it made it interesting, but in a perfect world, you don't want to see that. So yeah, I think that first race was definitely a... the bar is there, and I expect both runners to definitely destroy that once we begin race 2. I'll be messaging the runners now to see if we can... Okay, both runners returning. Their menus are actually pretty important for the... Oh, I thought Dylan was going to do a cool trick there. Alright, yeah, both runners are returning to the hub. They don't want to be in the level, because if they're in the level and they quit, they have to do extra menuing later, which is not what we want to see. And we should be off for race 2. There we go. A little bit of a delay on House's end there, but we're still good to go. Dylan's PC is not the best, so giving Dylan that little bit of an RTA head start is always good. Oh, but I think his game lagged 0.10 at the start. Oh. Yeah, look at the load difference between the runners. Poor Dylan. He's got to be waiting a long time. So with that out the way, we now know how the format of the run goes. It's just up to the runners now to improve on their most recent attempts. Oh, pardon me. House's attempts. Obviously taking the death on Buzz is, if there's anything that would go wrong in a Bone Dance run, that's one of the things to go wrong. So I can assure you guys that House will not be looking to make that mistake again. Dylan having a much easier time with the start of the run. He was struggling with it last time, but I think he's warm. Obviously, runners taking specific lines. It would make a lot more sense, you might think, to just go from one end of the level to the other. But the gems are extremely important. As you guys saw on the last run, House and Dylan were both on the money. I think Dylan had 1 extra gem. Whoa, that was weird on Dylan's screen. So the gems are extremely important. And both runners are taking specific lines to compensate for that. A couple bonks from Dylan. That bonk on the enemies a little earlier was not what you want to see, honestly. But I believe that I think Dylan is a lot more comfortable already. The start of his last run sadly was not the prettiest, so I can guarantee he's looking to change that. I remember Dylan actually bonked on Hunter too. That's a lot of time loss as well. It's really interesting to see how many gems the runners pick up, especially like the 1 gems. To a lot of people, seeing the runners take time loss for a 1 gem may be a little strange. But it's always cool to see every small gem, you know, it all counts. Obviously, the common sense would be just to go for the bigger ones, you know? But because there's such a lack of the bigger gems in the early game for Spyro 3, it's extremely difficult to try and only focus the big gems and have enough. So the runners have to care for the little ones, you know, the 1 gems and the 2 gems of the world. These wall guides are very impressive. Both runners are running on 30 FPS. The lower the FPS, the weaker the gravity, basically. So Spyro is able to jump much higher. Wall glides aren't affected by FPS, I don't believe. I think it's actually the bigger the FPS, the better wall glides are. But it isn't as detrimental as the gravity. There we go. Alright, House actually didn't grab the 2 gems at the end of level for Cloud, so I'm a little curious to see what he does. Oh, he made it work. Okay, he grabbed the gems in the tunnel. He took a little longer in the tunnel for that, but he's there in the end. Alright, we'll round that to 310 on entry. We'll see what Dylan's entry is. I believe these runners are close. I think Dylan might be a little bit behind because of the bonks. But I believe this is a pretty close race so far. Ooh, House has been... Dylan's been bonking, but House has been doubling back on himself quite a lot this race. Which is always a worrisome sight, you know, you never want to see that. Alright, there we go. Alright, yeah, Dylan is, I think 15 behind, which is not bad, honestly. That's not bad at all. Yeah, 16 behind. That's not bad, honestly. With the amount of bonks that Dylan has taken so far, it's not too bad of a deficit. Oh, House. Sparks management is very important for this run as well. You want to be seeing gold going into Buzz. Blue Sparks is a little dangerous. Yeah, House will be taking time to pick up this fodder. Oh, no time at all, actually, because of how long he has to wait. But Sparks management is a very big deal. So both runners have to be careful on that one. Oh, Dylan. Dylan playing in the house, in the goat's house. I love that small corridor you have just to play around in. I don't know why the houses are shaped like that, but we'll leave it at the... We'll file a complaint at the carpenters. Alright, so far, Dylan's... Sheila... Oh... I spoke too soon. I was gonna say Dylan's Sheila is much better than House's so far, but... Oh, no. Alright, as House is going through Molten Crater, Dylan has to worry about his fodder issue. Obviously, both runners were doing the Buzz strat, so they're gonna need a gold at least. They can make it work with blue, but this is always a bit of a concern. Because if you mess up on blue sparks, you're in danger. You're relying on the game to kind of feed you some fodder. The House is doing pretty well so far. House has had some movement mistakes, kind of doubling back on himself. Not really too used to the category, so he's definitely having to think twice about his route. Nothing's down to muscle memory, I believe. And Dylan seems a lot more knowledgeable. However, the gameplay sadly is taking a few hits here and there, a couple bonks. Definitely been a deciding factor for the pace he's on. The cycle for the seashell is actually pretty interesting. So the out of bounds that we do relies on a cycle based on an enemy throwing a barrel. And the enemy doesn't throw the barrel until we're pretty much next to him. Which is pretty cool. Although you want to be going as fast as you can, you definitely want to be keeping an eye out for the cycle. You know, maybe if you go too fast, you'll have to be waiting too long. Or if you take just a second or two to get there, you'll miss that barrel. And missing the cycle is definitely a big time loss. Not the biggest one you can take. Obviously, a Buzz death is much more detrimental. Alright, House on his way to Buzz. I know for a fact he's going to want to redeem himself, but last race he definitely was not. I can imagine he was not too happy with his performance. Which leaves me a little worried for Dylan. If House has a really good Buzz, then I'm worried Dylan's going to have to really dig deep to catch up. Oh, okay. I've getting caught in that Zoe cutscene isn't great, or that dialogue, because that actually changes your camera. And if you incorrectly mash, then you could change your camera and how it works, which is not great for a speedrun where it relies on muscle memory. Alright, House actually taking blue sparks into Buzz. Okay. The way House does that glide is a little worrisome, because if you depending on how much Buzz is gonna throw, oh, House not getting it. You can actually get hit while you're above the lava, and you don't get popped up when you get hit by the lava. If you get hit by Buzz initially, you actually end up losing. Oh, what the? Oh, that's heartbreaking for Dylan. Getting robbed of a fodder there, honestly. I don't know if he's going to take time to grab one. Oh, he didn't. Okay, a Buzz on green is going to be very, very scary, I think. That was a very unfortunate hit there. I don't think he lost that much time, but being down a fodder is definitely scary. Oh, House getting the strat, though. Okay, now 8 minutes, definitely a good Buzz. Now I'm a little worried for Dylan. House is gonna have to have a sloppy Enchanted for Dylan to catch up here. Of course, I believe there are some RNG to Enchanted. House had to wait significantly longer to get hit by the enemy in Enchanted. So maybe that happens again. Maybe House misses a jump or two. Or Dylan could just have a really good Buzz, you know, like House's Buzz wasn't the best, but he got the strat as many times as he could have, which is good enough. Alright, I know House is warm, so it's gonna be he's gonna be ready to take everything on. Dylan opting to play it safe and not doing the strat. I don't blame him personally. Green Sparks is obviously not a great spot to be in. Oh, okay. Dylan's actually opting to not do the strat at all. Oh, House with the insta hit. Oh my. Okay, that's actually really good. Jeez. Alright, Dylan's getting pretty lucky with these fodder. They're dropping very, very fortunately. Oh, the invisible hitbox got him. I hope he doesn't get caught out here now. Okay, he's good. Whew. Buzz has an invisible hitbox when you're on his final hit, and I think Dylan might have forgotten about it. Very unfortunate. I'm happy it didn't kill him though. That has killed a number of runs in any percent for a number of people. So I'm happy it isn't that bad. Oh, House taking a death there. The auto... Oh no, the auto hover. That was so unfortunate. He's back to the beginning, I believe. Oh. Oh my. I think he has to do everything all over again. Oh, he does. Oh, this has given a massive opportunity to Dylan to come back. House has basically had to do Enchanted twice. That was an extremely unfortunate auto flaw right at the end there. Heartbreaking stuff, honestly. But this gives Dylan a massive chance to bring this back. Oh, House is not so lucky this time on waiting for that cycle. Oh, Dylan. Oh, he's throwing. He doesn't know. Oh, man. I don't think he knows. I think if it comes down to the second, I think Dylan just threw it right there. Just messing around. Oh, okay. This is unfortunate for House. He's gonna have to do it again. Jeez. Okay, this is Dylan's shot. This is Dylan's shot here to really, really show up. If Dylan gets this first time, then it's a done game. All right. Both runners doing the invisible platform scaling really well there. Dylan had a little bit of trouble with this earlier, which I don't think he will have anymore. Oh, this wall glide can be a little difficult with the way Dylan does it. Oh, Dylan. Okay, this is gonna be awkward. I don't know what kind of backup Dylan has in mind. Maybe it's a backup the House didn't know. Oh. Okay, I mean, fair enough. If it's better than, I guess, taking a death to stop yourself from having to do the first bone again. House on his way. Dylan not doing too well on this one. His flutter timing is off, sadly. There we go. All right, I don't blame him getting that bottle. That was a good idea. All right, now we wait. Oh, very fortunate on Dylan's side. He came around pretty quick. That was very nice. Oh, this is intense. I think Dylan might have this one, even with the slop, if everything goes well from here on out. Oh, I appreciate Dylan taking his time, but this is kind of a moment where taking your time might be the bad play. Alright, House finishing with around a 13-minute, I think, near enough. Jeez. Enchanted Towers really proving to be the troublemaker of the run. And I think giving Dylan this win, if everything continues to go well, that is. Hopefully the same auto flutter that killed House doesn't kill Dylan here. Okay, it didn't. Alright, that's 12:51. I guess 12:50. Oh, second game goes to Dylan. Jeez, okay. You have to feel bad for House there. That's a really unfortunate auto flutter. It's really, really unfortunate. You don't need to worry about putting the scores in chat, Gold Luigi. I'll be putting them up on the overlay. So there's no need for any of that. Yeah, don't post that kind of comment when it's gonna be appearing on the overlay. All right, well, I think this is gonna be a bit of a surprise to Dylan because he said himself he wasn't feeling too confident today, but it's good to see that it's even now, 1-1. Okay, I definitely... Bit of an upset. I'll be honest with you, bit of an upset. I feel bad for House. Definitely a lot of things just kind of crumbled in Uncharted. He had a strong lead, but it just kind of came crumbling down for him at the end. Dylan obviously, it was by a minute margin, but Dylan's got to remember that he can't be messing around because he actually has a good shot in these races, and with him messing around, he might potentially throw the race. So I'm happy that he won to keep things spicy, but he has to watch out. If he gets a little too cocky, he might throw a race. We start on the countdown for the next race. We're just waiting on the runners to initiate everything. Yeah, it was mentioned earlier in the event, but the timers are lowless, and House's PC is a bit of a machine compared to Dylan's, so there will not be any kind of RTA comparisons. It will all be loadless. Okay, we're just going to be waiting for the runners to set up now, and then we'll be good to go. I believe both are ready, so we'll give the countdown now. Okay, both the runners are off again. Jeez, Dylan is not getting good starts here. 0.11, that's probably the worst I've seen. Nothing to his own fault, just the game being a bit strange, I think. Don't really understand why for Dylan. Obviously his computer ain't great, but House, like the loads on House's side are just insane. I know I mentioned earlier in the race that Enchanted Towers is definitely the make or break, and to the people who didn't believe me, there you go. That last race has shown that Enchanted Towers, if something goes wrong, it's a disaster for the runners. So it doesn't matter about the pace to an extent, because if runners have a bit of a dodgy Enchanted, it can definitely slide the win to someone else. I know Dylan was in the VC a little earlier before the event starting, saying that he'd be surprised if he was to win a game and was expecting a 3-0 sweep. I definitely think this should be a wake-up call. Oh, House. Where you going, boss? A little bit of confusion on House's side there. Oh, I think House might be a bit shaken after that race. Dylan, I think, is going to be a lot more composed compared to House now. But Dylan was saying he wasn't feeling too confident before today's event, and I hope this race has kind of kicked him into shape. Let him know that he does have a chance. A little bit sloppy on House's end. Hopefully that doesn't affect him too bad. I know the Enchanted mistakes just kind of kept piling, so I'm hopeful that he doesn't have any kind of tilt right now. Oh, missing that jump. Some bad time loss. Okay, Dylan might have some time to catch up here. Oh, by the way, to all the new people in chat, welcome. Well, we normally don't do Sunday events, but... Oh, Dylan actually, I think, messed up. Yeah, Dylan messed up, I think. He's going to be down a lot of gems. Oh, and he's messing up this trick. Oh, I think that's a bad mistake from Dylan. I don't know what he's going to do with his gem count here. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, he's taking time now. Bit of a blunder from Dylan there. I'm a little worried for his gem count. But to the people who have joined today, welcome. We normally don't do Sunday events, but we are running this event to get the channel to affiliate. One of the requirements are to stream 7 days in a month, and I believe after this stream it will be our 7th. Maybe we can work on getting weekend events in general, but it really depends on how it all goes. Alright, House had a little bit of a... Oh, House had a shoddy Cloud Spies at the end, getting hit by that enemy, but Dylan sadly failing the wall glide, so it kind of evens out. I am extremely worried for Dylan's gems. I really, really hope that there is enough to comfortably unlock Sheila. Oh, House actually was too quick entering Cloud, so he has to go back and initiate Hunter again. I wish there were 7 Saturdays in a month. Damn. But yeah, House's gems. Ooh, a little dodgy. Okay, a little dodgy. Alright, he's good though. Alright, we can get a time check. Entering Sheila, 3:23. Definitely not House's best pace. We'll see how Dylan fares against that. I'm a little worried again. Oh, actually, I think his gem count's okay. I think he's recovered it. I think Dylan has comfortably recovered his gem count. It was not looking pretty before, but I think he's all good now. Yeah, look at that. Wow. You could say he had an even more optimal cave than House did. Jeez. Okay. I think the deficit is only 5 seconds here between the runners. Which is really interesting because Dylan actually messed up with not guidebooking after Sonny. So that is really, really interesting. I think Dylan might actually have the edge skill-wise in this race because he had to take time to compensate for the lack of gems. I think Dylan's starting to smell the grass, realize what's going on. Is that the same? The scent in the wind, you know. The wind's going his way, it seems. Oh, House. I guess taking a hit there ain't that bad because the fodder's right there. But I think Dylan is beginning to realize he has a foot in this race. His mindset beforehand, again, wasn't very positive. He was saying he'd be surprised if he would win a game, and he won the second one, you know? So, oh, you okay, Dylan? That was very interesting. Oh, that's unfortunate. That moose comes at you fast. I'm really hopeful Dylan doesn't take another hit. That would be really unfortunate if he did. He was in a pretty dodgy spot, fodder-wise, in the last race, and I hope he isn't in the same spot again. Yeah, that moose definitely has it out for you. Oh, what the? That was interesting. Okay. Sparks chasing nothing. Oh. Dodgy from House here. Dodgy. Oh my god, House. He's trying to give me a heart attack here, I'll be honest with you boys. Okay, 538. I think Dylan is behind, but by how much? I don't think by much, honestly. I think that him getting hit by that moose definitely allowed House to have a better Sheila than Dylan. But considering the gap was only 5 seconds beforehand, maybe it's a different story. Alright. I actually appreciate the RTA difference between the runners. That way we're able to kind of, if we miss it on one screen, we can see it on the other, which is always really cool. Thankfully, again, the run isn't based off of, oh, Dylan. Some confusion there. I don't know what he thought he missed. That was very interesting. I don't know what I don't know what was running through his head there. Oh, okay, the gap has gotten much larger now, I believe 15 seconds. Jeez, yeah, okay. But you know what, it doesn't really matter much. Buzz and Enchanted are still there. You know, they can still really catch you off guard. I'm curious to see how House plays this Buzz. He played it very safe in the last run. So I'm very curious to see how he does it here. Maybe he realized, maybe he's a little worried that Dylan is playing better than he thought he would. So House might have to step out of his comfort zone. It really depends on how he's feeling right now. Alright, Dylan, no trouble for him there. I know that out of bounds was, Hal's getting a little fun thing. So Hal's actually got some nice time save. Buzz was so close to the edge that he didn't need to hit him, he just kind of slid off. A nice time save for House. Yeah, House is taking a very conservative approach to this fight here. Not the slowest thing in the world, but... Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is difficult now. I think House might have been caught out here. Okay. Ooh, a little worrisome there. Alright. Dylan actually opting to fly over the seashell EOL NPC to get to the balloon. I believe a little quicker, maybe? Maybe it's a little quicker, who knows? As one enters Buzz, one leaves. I don't know how Dylan's feeling right now. He might be feeling himself, he might play aggressive. If he does play aggressive and goes for the strat, he'll be catching time on House for sure. House's fight was very conservative, yet a little sloppy. So maybe Dylan can pull some time back. Oh, Groxu, thank you for the raid, man. Appreciate it. Hope the runs were good. Alright, House entering enchant. Oh, okay, House is very smart here. If you quit game, you just start at the beginning with Sparks. It's not that much time lost because it's loadless. I think it's about 3 seconds. But the 3 seconds for the Sparks, I really don't blame him, honestly. Alright, Dylan's taking a very conservative approach to Buzz as well. And House has sadly messed that up once, doesn't mess it up twice though. Smooth moves so far for House. Obviously, he had a very smooth Enchanted Towers until he messed up in the last race. Oh, this gave problems for Dylan as well. House is no exception. Oh, there we go. Oh. Alright, this is fine. He's not going to miss the cycle. He has to wait this amount of time anyway. Oh, look at that. Just in time. Oh, but House wasn't close enough. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's rough. He's got to wait for him to come around again. Jeez. Okay, that's really bad, actually. That is really bad. Alright, that's the window for Dylan again. That was unfortunate. Alright, House is turning on the gas here. He's really going now. Aggressive turns, aggressive jumps. I hope it doesn't buy him back, but he looks to be doing well so far. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I don't think House will be taking any additional hits. Obviously, that enemy sniping him there was a bit unfortunate. Okay, let's hope House doesn't make the same mistake as before. There we go. You could tell he took it a lot slower than he initially did. Alright, that should be a low 11. Not a bad run, honestly. That Enchanted again was not... Oh, alright, Dylan. Turn on the gas himself. Oh, that would have been so slick. Damn. He almost made the perfect cycle there. I hope the enemy has decided to move. Oh, he's in a really, interesting spot. I don't think I've ever seen him that wide out. Okay, hopefully the enemy has gone round. There he is, okay. That would have been a perfect cycle if Dylan was able to get up there initially. Okay, Dylan making the jump there. Love to see it. All right. You know what? This is close. I think this is close. I think if Dylan really digs deep here, plays aggressive, I think this might be in the bag for here. Oh, I don't know, actually. Oh, I guess we'll have to wait and see. This will be close, though. Oh, okay. I think Dylan won this one too. I think Dylan's Enchanted was just better. I forget how long Bone Dance takes. I think it's about 20 seconds. I think this might be just about a win for Dylan here. Oh, watching that timer tick. Oh my god. Oh my god! Jesus. Wow. Wow. That was close. That was close. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Alright, well, as you guys saw, Dylan did not have the lead in the build up to this, but here he is now with a 2-second win. Jesus. 11-minute category to a 2-second win. This is why. I think Dylan realizes now. Look at him dancing there. He's joining in. I think he knows. House, I'm a little worried for him now. House played decently in the first race, but I feel like there's just a little bit of slop in his Enchanted. Dylan's Enchanted there was amazing. So, oh man. I think House, I'm a little worried for him now. One more win for Dylan and that's game over. So House has got to dig deep for this next race. Okay, wow. Wow. I don't think Dylan expected that one. I think that was a really good race. Dylan almost had a perfect Enchanted if he got to that spot quick enough for that enemy. Jeez, okay. Alright, well, I mean, this is it now. I think House is beginning to realize there's one more race to his name now. If Dylan wins the next race, that's game over. So we just have to wait and see. I think House might be a little shaken right now, and Dylan must be feeling pretty comfortable. But yeah, I think this is big. This is big. Dylan, again, came in here saying he thought he would get 3-0'd. And here we are. You know, that's why no matter what competition you're in, you're never down and out until you're down and out. You always gotta have faith. Alright. We talking with the runners now, see if they're set up and ready to go. I can't get over that. A 2-second win is nuts to me. That is crazy. I hope the next race is as close as that. Honestly, that was beautiful. And we should be off. There we go. 0.09. Dylan's still getting screwed right at the start of the run. That 0.05. Jeez. Okay. This is close, honestly. This is a close event. Again, I keep harping back on it, but it just amazes me. Dylan joined the VC and he was saying he wasn't feeling too confident with himself. He said he thought it'd be a 3-0 for House, and Dylan I think he now realizes that he's better than he thinks. And I'm happy he's realized that. Not just for the event, but just for his confidence. It's always it's a losing battle going into a competition knowing that you're already down and out. So I'm happy Dylan has kind of woken up and realized that he's better than he thinks. It's a really nice sign. And obviously makes for good content, so you'd love to see that too. Both runners nailing the Bianca skip. Alright, House, I could imagine, is looking to play a lot sharper than he did in the past. I think he's not going to be messing around anymore. Oh. That egg has been giving trouble to House recently. Same problematic thing happening to Dylan there. I don't know what he bonks on. Honestly, I have no clue what he bonks on. Alright, House leaving at a pretty decent time. I think Dylan realizes he's low on gems. So he's taking a bit to just kind of pick some up. I believe it's pretty close. Oh, Dylan just taking the leave strategy. I think it's just a reroute. I think he's just switching it up. I don't know how confident he feels with the initial wall glide off the rock. House making sure he waits for Hunter that time. In the last race, he actually had to backtrack to get him. Oh, Dylan hitting Bianca. That's a shame. I mean, the bright side of it is it doesn't get worse than hitting Bianca. The wall glide could be difficult if you miss it more than once, though. But Dylan's compensation gems getting a little trouble there. Alright, Dylan taking a little bit of a different route to what we've seen. Normally he would leave that 5 gem for later. Might have been a lapse in memory. Maybe it was just him spicing it up. Of course, I think in this setting, every second counts at this point. If Dylan was able to win that race by 2 seconds, then I know that both runners realize that every second is starting to come into play here. House looking really comfortable in gems here. No problem for him. Alright. I believe it will be a 311, okay. I think Dylan might be a little bit behind. Hitting the Bianca cutscene's a little unfortunate. Welcome to all the people, by the way, who have come in recently or from Grox's raid. I appreciate it. This is a very tight race, honestly. I believe House of what, 311 on entry? Okay. Alright, Dylan sadly not being near him. Ooh, over gem though. I think it'll be about a 10-second. Nah, more, 15 I think. Which is average to what he was doing in his other race, actually. Yeah, in the previous race he was also 15 behind, and he won it, so I don't think this this time loss he's experienced will shake him that much. House being very optimal with these houses now. The small design of the houses lets you destroy them from the doors and windows. So House is taking advantage of that. I don't think we've seen him do that, at least for all the houses. Okay. This is interesting. House had 0 problems with Sheila's Alp. I'm curious if Dylan. We hear House's audio right now. I do need to work on adding like an icon to let you guys know which audio switched. Alright, Dylan's sadly having a bit of a sloppy... Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate right there. I think once again House had a better Enchanted than Dylan. Dylan sadly... Oh, okay. Yeah, Dylan's about 15 still. I mean, the pace is irrelevant, I'll be honest with you. Enchanted and Buzz can still play games with these runners right now. Obviously, House had a bit of an unfortunate Enchanted, which saw him lose it by 2 seconds, even though this pace was almost identical in the last race. Yep, Dylan entering Molten while House is leaving it. The difference is only because of the RTA or the loads. House's PC once again is extremely beefy compared to Dylan's, so the visually House is gonna be storming off. However, the loadless would is fair. That's the beauty of Reignited Trilogy speedrunning. Everything uses a load remover for PC. So there is, it doesn't matter what kind of PC you run, as long as you can run the game at certain frame rates, you're viable. You know, you can get record, you can get good times, which is wonderful, honestly. Alright, House nailing the out of bounds and having a really good seashell. I just realized though, green sparks. That is worrisome entering Buzz, I won't lie. Oh, he quit. Okay. That's a good idea. House taking the quit to bring back his sparks. That was a very optimal quit. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was that quick for Seashell. Jeez, his timer barely ticked after that. Alright, I'm taking notes from that one. That was an extremely quick quit there. Wow. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Oh, Dylan sadly talking to Zoe again. The camera change. 6:37. I believe this is around the pace House would normally enter Buzz. So this is a normal run here. It all depends on how Buzz and Enchanted goes now. Alright, Hal's actually having gold now, so he can play a lot safer. He's not in any dangerous spots. Oh, Dylan might get robbed here again. Yep, Jesus. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, I hope Dylan quits too, because having green for Buzz is terrifying. I don't know if he knows that tech though. He doesn't. Okay. Take care, Gold Luigi. Thanks for vibing. House is sparkless right now. Oh, I hope this isn't too late. Okay, House is fine. I think Dylan actually is not that bad in regards to pace. I think it's still about 15. Oh, it's about 20. Alright, 20 seconds. House had a bit of a dodgy ending to that Buzz there, which could give Dylan a chance. Okay. Apologize for the clicks. Oof. This is interesting now, boys and girls. Dylan doing... Oh, okay. Dylan got very lucky with that fodder. Basically right in front of him, so it's happy days. Alright, Dylan also opting to take a safe approach to Buzz. I don't blame him. I think even if Dylan takes a safe approach, I think it might be better than House's. House's Buzz was not that good. House going through the trials of Enchanted now. I swear they've bonked on that wall. They've bonked on that wall so many times. Oh my god, it's part of the route now. Okay, House having really good. The game feeds are being captured through their Twitch. They're shooting to their mains right now. And I'm just capturing it from there. Stops any kind of purple screens or deaths. Oh, House. This is a mistake. Oh, this ain't good. Okay, he didn't miss the cycle though. I was really worried there. Alright. It's slow, but I think it's still decent. I think Dylan's gonna need to dig deep for this one. Again, any mistake House makes here, and that could spell game, like the game could be the tournament or the event done. If House is a good Enchanted though, we'll be going to game 5. Okay. Alright, not bad from House. Much better performance in that Enchanted than we've seen today. I love that. Alright, now the ball's in Dylan's court. I don't know what he's going to have to do. I think he's going to need to have a flawless Enchanted here to win this one. Look at my guy go. Alright, 1040 there. Alright, 1041's fine too. Alright. Oh, Dylan. Okay. GG's to House. Dylan's gonna need to really have a good Enchanted here. Alright, second try as well is pretty good. Hopefully he has a good cycle here. Alright. Oh, it's not a great cycle from the looks of it. Oh, no. This is a very unfortunate cycle here. He had to wait a really long time for that one. Alright. We're clearing Enchanted in a minute. We'll see. Again, he's got to dig deep. Oh, I think this might barely be a miss for Dylan here. Oh, man. I think House and Dylan had identical Enchanted towers. Oh my god, this is gonna be close. Oh, this is gonna be close. I think Dylan just lost. I think it's 20 seconds from now. This is gonna be very close. Yeah, I think that's a win for House there. I believe it's about 20 seconds from when the screen cuts to black. Yeah, there it goes. Unfortunate, but really good showing from Dylan. Damn. Okay, well, you know what? Very close race again. Dylan actually pulled back some time on that Enchanted, which was really impressive. But that's GG's to both runners again. We go to game 5 of 5. Jeez. Oh my god. Nuts. Oh my. Unreal. We go to the final round. Genuinely unreal. Lord, look, this is great. I love this. I love this. It's always sick to see two runners really take it out, and look, there's no clean sweep. That's what I love about it. Dylan, again, I said from the beginning, didn't I? Dylan came in and he was saying he wasn't feeling it, and here we are, game 5, 2-2. It's insane, honestly. It is insane. I'm gonna be counting down the runners now immediately into game 5, which should be good. Give Dylan some time to get back to the title screen. Well, I'm excited now. This is the decider for who takes the event home. Okay, we're off. At the .05 again. House in the lead. Oh man, this race. Man, oh man. This is the one now. This is the one. The mistakes are going to be felt. House nailing the Bianca cutscene. Skip. Can Dylan do the same? Alright, second try. Not that bad. Had an auto flutter the first time, which was not what you want to see there. Oh man. I'm very curious to see how these runners play now. Obviously, game 5 of 5. I'm very interested. I wonder if they'll take a more aggressive approach, considering how close they were, or if they're going to continue playing very conservative and very safe. I'm very interested to see. I don't know how that happens on Dylan's screen. That's happened like 3 times now, and I don't get it. I do not get it. House nailing that rock jump there. Love to see it. Dylan opting once again to just play it safe. Not gonna go back to the beginning. Oh, alright. I think the runners are gonna be playing the same way as they did before, which might be bad for Dylan, because if House is playing safe and Dylan plays safe, then we might see another 15-second deficit here. Dylan nailing the Bianca skip though, and not getting tripped up on his backup gems. Okay, maybe it's different. Maybe it's different. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Yeah, House's run is looking very clean right now. A couple bonks here and there, but it's looking pretty solid. Dylan's has been pretty good too. House did take a faster route though. Guidebooking back to the beginning after Sunny, I believe is it's the same speeds, but you get more gems. But because Dylan grabs his backup gems, Dylan's way is slower. So I believe these runners have been pretty similar in skill so far. It's just Dylan's preferred route. It's a little slower compared to House's. Alright, houses, gems are perfect. I believe Dylan's might be too. Yeah, Dylan should be fine, actually. He's actually over-gemmed by quite a lot, I think, if I remember my gems correctly. Yeah, Dylan is good on his gems. I think Dylan might, I mean, in the future, there's no more runs. But I think Dylan might reconsider his gem route, because if he's very, very safe now, maybe he doesn't need his backup gems.
I saw some. Oh.
I think Dylan's already good. Yep, you can go. All right, that's a bit of time save over house. I missed house's entry time, sadly, but I believe the. Oh, Dylan actually entering at 321. This is much better than his previous runs. Okay, if there is a deficit, it isn't by much. House opting to play aggressive on the houses using the furniture. Oh, never mind. He's fluctuating back and forth with it. Has to be careful. Oh, okay. Oh, unfortunate RNG at the end there. But safe. It was good. House definitely took his time on those houses. Could have been done a lot faster, but he opted to play it safe. Could be Dylan's window to catch up. 427 for House on the exit. We'll have a look at Dylan's. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, both runs have been pretty solid. Obviously, their preferred route has House's route, or means House's runs faster. But in terms of execution, both runners have done extremely well so far. Dylan also taking it very safe on the huts, not going for the windows or the doors. This split is unfortunate to look at, honestly. But you know what, not bad. I think Dylan had a better Sheila than House. Alright, about 13-14 second deficit. I think House actually had a better Sheila, never mind. Unless House's run is really good from entry for Sheila, I didn't see. 13 seconds though is really good. Definitely the closest pace at this point for Dylan. So he's playing well. House is also playing extremely well too. If this form continues, it all comes down to Enchanted Towers, honestly. I'm very excited. I hope both runners play amazing up until Enchanted Towers, because that's where the source is, that's where it gets difficult. So, seeing both runners playing very well. Yeah, there's still a bit of RNG. I think it's RNG anyway, I believe. The cycles, Dylan had a really fortunate cycle previously, but maybe that's because his execution wasn't great. Give it a refresh on that, there we go. Just in case it was a little behind. Alright, House going, oh, alright. I got worried for House there, I thought he wasn't hitting that out of bounds. Oh, okay. It looked a bit comedic there. Dylan just turned around and charged into the lava pool. Oh, Dylan opting to skip everything. Grabbing that fodder, very lucky there. This is interesting. Alright, Dylan not getting caught out by Zoe there. Some times over his previous runs. 629 is worse than his last attempt by only about 2 seconds, I think. Or maybe I don't recall if he got a 627 or a 629 entering Buzz. The house is showing some consistency here. And judging from the style of his run, he's been doing pretty well so far. But now comes the scary parts, being Buzz and Enchanted. Oh, okay, Dylan should hopefully get it this time. Oh, Dylan's luck there. I no words for that one. That's like 3 times in a row now. Extremely unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate there. Oh, but House having to go grab the fodder. Oh dear, this is actually really bad. Oh, this is really bad for House. Oh no. This is bad. That's bad time loss for House. He's got to wait again. Oh, he takes the hit. He got lucky with that fodder there. That was very lucky on him. Oh, that's not going to work, House. Oh, ouch. House is very sloppy right now. I'm scared for him. Oh, he's looking around. As long as he doesn't take a hit here, he's good. Alright, there we go. Oh, House, this is a bad idea. Okay, whew. Jeez. Alright, 20-second difference. But Buzz. Yep, 20 seconds. Oh, and House had a sloppy Buzz too. So Dylan can make some time back here with a good Buzz. Obviously, green fodder is not a good spot. Dylan was extremely unfortunate to get hit as many times as he did. I guess the nice thing about green fodder is that a sheep spawns right at the beginning, so you know where to go. Oh, Dylan actually opting to not get it. He'll probably get it on the next way round. Alright, House entering hell. Alright, opting to quit for Sparks, I don't blame him. Oh, this is unfortunate for Dylan. Oh, no. Oh? Oh, Dylan's a genius. Oh my god, Dylan's a genius. That was beautiful. Oh my god, he's getting a kiss from me after this is done. That was beautiful. That was so smart from Dylan. That was so smart. Instead of charging Buzz and challenging him, he brought him to the edge and timed out his charge. That was amazing. Brilliant stuff from Dylan. Brilliant stuff, honestly. Thoroughly impressed at that one. Oh, House getting a very generous cycle in Uncharted, though. Ooh, alright. That might spell some doom for Dylan, actually, besides all that. That was a very fortunate cycle for House. I think we're going to need to see a mistake from House for this to be close. I need to give Dylan some respect for that one. It's an extremely smart Buzz play. Really, really smart from him. Love to see that kind of initiative. Improvisation on the fly too. It's a beautiful sight. Oh, House worrying me there, my guy. Oh, he takes his time too. Alright, that's that. Jeez, okay. I mean, the ball is in Dylan's court here. He's gonna need to dig deep for this. Hey. Man. I mean, maybe House cracked the code. Maybe quitting game at the start of Enchanted gives you a better cycle. Maybe. Either way, Dylan's gonna need a really forgiving cycle to close the gap here. 10-21. Damn, brilliant run from House there. Yeah, Dylan's gonna need to really dig deep for this one. Alright. He didn't bonk. But looking good so far. Oh my... Oh, Dylan. Oh. That's unfortunate there. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that's GG there. Dylan has to get the first bone again. Hopefully he still closes the run out though. That was unfortunate, honestly. Really, really unfortunate. And that same wall again. Everyone bonks on that wall. Oh, and that one too. Share the love. Oh. Maybe that... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh. No. No. Jeez. Okay. I think that's the play, actually. I think that might be... I don't know if that's been figured out already, but I think quitting game at the start of Enchanted gives you a better cycle on the enemies. That's really interesting. I was keeping an eye on that. I think that's the case. That's really interesting, though. Oh, Dylan, I think getting a little ahead of himself here. There we go. Oh, Dylan, don't get hasty. Oh. Same mistake again. I think Dylan's in his own head right now. I think his positioning was good, but he just wanted to get a little closer. And that small movement cost him there. Oh, man. It's a bit unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a bit unfortunate. Alright, well, I think, House, are you in the chat right now? We'll see if he's listening to the stream. Dylan's playing very aggressive with his positioning, honestly. And there we go. I think Dylan might be tilt. Oh my god, oh, wow. Yes, true. But it's, the aggressive play cost him more time than it would have saved him. Maybe it's not possible where he was before. Maybe I'm the one on the wrong. Oh. Imagine that happened in the last race. Alright, GG for Dylan and GG for House. That concludes it. House wins. Jeez, honestly, GG's to both runners. GG's to both runners, honestly. This was a brilliant showcase. Alright, that's GG. I think now we're gonna bring Dylan into the voice call, kind of get his point of view on things, see what he has to say about his performance. Switch the music up, there we go. Alright, let's bring Dylan in here, see what he has to say. Dylan.
Hello.
Hello. How you feeling, my guy?
Surprised, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, fun fact about that last run, the reason why I played that Enchanted as aggressively as I did and died, I was on PB pace, if you're wondering.
Yo! Oh, man. Okay.
I just get rolled. It's fine, though. It's my own fault. I should have played it a little bit safer, and I probably still could have gotten like a second or two PB. It wasn't going to be a big one, but it would have been one.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I respect the grind. I respect the attempt. And I gotta say, I gotta give you some respect for how you played that buzz. That ending that you did where you lured him from one side of the arena to the other, so you only had to do one charge and timed out his charge, was beautiful.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it otherwise, realistically. Like,
Yeah.
it was my only, like, real shot to kind of keep pace if I wanted. Like, it ended up saving time on, like, my PB buzz. My PB buzz, like, loses 8 or something, so
Right.
that saved, I think, like, 6 or something along those lines.
Ooh, okay. How you feeling now? Do you feel like you want to do Bone Dance a little more, considering you're on PB pace with that one?
No.
Aw. Well, you know what?
I'm just hyped that people like were able to believe a little bit, you know.
I-
I'd like to slot myself as the underdog in this race by a mile. So I mean, I'm glad that people were at least able to believe it could go either way. I'm glad I could make that at least seem somewhat believable, despite one of the races I know House kind of threw, but the last like 3 I've been like on consistent-ish paces. So that's kind of helped.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that was like the kind of flow of things. Obviously, you came into the VC saying that you weren't feeling too confident today, and
Yeah, absolutely.
it blows my mind to think that you were going to go 0-3, you know. But the way the kind of event went, like you both started, House was definitely more comfortable, but as we went on, House started piling on the mistakes while you were getting better. So by race 3 or 4. We had this moment where we were kind of realizing that Dylan's playing really well and House is a little on edge. House was a little shaky, so it definitely added to the hype, you know. And even if you didn't win, 2-3, still very respectable.
And I'll take the L. Honestly, there was no expectation from me on winning today, so I mean, to make it at least as close as it was, I mean, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it was a brilliant watch. The last couple races were extremely close, very consistent paces too in terms of differences. So it was honestly a treat. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Alright. Okay, we actually have House in the Twitch chat right now. House doesn't speak with a mic, so he'll be communicating through Twitch chat. But House, how'd you feel you did today? I see in chat you golded Sunny Villa on your last race, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, how'd you feel you did today? Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, the early races were definitely a bit of a killer for you, House. You had I actually don't know if you know Dylan, but the first and second race were actually extremely close, even with the mess ups, because you and House both had massive mistakes. I think House on his first run died a buzz. So, like, even though the kind of flow of the marathon was leaning towards more House at the beginning, you were still in the shoe, and it wasn't a clean sweep for that one run, you know. So, let's get because it's Bone Dance, my guy. That's the event. It comes full circle. The skeleton slossing because it's Bone Dance. Yeah, House didn't have a pretty race 1 and 2, but you definitely came back, House, and I respect that. But I think that's that. Thank you guys for participating in the event today. It was a lot of fun having you all around.
Yeah, big GGs. Thank you for having us.
No problem. Do you want to give yourself a little shout out, Dylan?
Subscribe to onlyfans.com/DylanJayFox for exclusive Spyro gameplay.
Yo.
No memes aside. DylanJayFox on YouTube. If you like anime, I post videos on it. I stream on Twitch. I do a lot more OG. I don't really play SRT much, which was one of the things I was gonna mention at some point. But like, I haven't played this game consistently in like months. Like, so like, I personally view House as probably the best player in all of SRT. Just overall, like pound for pound, I would say. It's like him. I would say, at one point, I would say Bobby, Cat. I think are my like top 3 if I were like say the best best players, best characters. They're playable. They're non-playable though. So yeah, like 100% like House. What was I even fucking saying? I was like to at least like have the race against House is kind of pog.
I honestly, like, even House is obviously extremely good at SRT, and I know you rate him very highly, but still, to take 2 games from him is really impressive, Dylan. So give a lot of respect for that one on you.
Yeah, Much appreciated.
Alright, thank you so much for the runners. House, shout yourself out in the Twitch chat if you want. But that is the special bonus stream for Bone Dance concluded.